Hello golfers. So I thought I'd do something fun here today. Test the new ProV1. This one actually says test on it, but they're the new ones that basically just came out yesterday, I believe. Yeah, so these are the test ones I got new. So it's brand new versus ProV1. So 21 model, 20 model. So what I'm hearing is more spin, a bit softer on the ProV1. Long as usual. I don't know if that means longer. We'll find out. So I'm gonna hit some and we'll see. And yeah, see if it's big change going from the new ProV1. The engineers and everything say these are brand new. Everything about them has changed. So it's kind of scary, right? A good ball, but all the guys there on the tour are using them. They're winning with them, so I think they probably did a good job. I trust them. So, all right, guys, thanks. I'm gonna hit some balls, and then we'll look at the TrackMan numbers, and we'll figure it out.
All right, so back after hitting the shots. So I have a few things I want to say about analyzing these. As you can notice, I have a little problem right now with hooking the ball right. For those that you can see, I have a really inside out path. Here's the path, look at that. And the face angle, look at that. So it faced the path is there, obviously causing that big hook there. So trying to fix things. But one thing I struggle with, for those of you who know me, is you already know this, but with my back surgery, the 3-level fusion I had, I'm having trouble clearing my hips out of the way. So I'm working on it, and when I do, I seem to do a lot better. When I don't, I just flip it over. So I'm already flipping it, in my downswing. So anyways, let's look at these. So I tried to make sure I was in the ballpark on average swing speed. So we got 87.1 to 87.4, so that's good. My big takes that I find are interesting is I thought the ProV1 would be longer, and it proves to me it does, because these are some good shots, the two forward ones. Because I had 185 and 181. Now these are carry. This is not total. I can switch it to total, and you're almost to 200 on one of them. I don't do total because it doesn't do me any good. I want to know how far things going to carry and go. So, carry distance, right? So here's 185 was my max on that. And what's really interesting is the hard range ball, and maybe it's because I was a little more warmed up. I was a little more consistent. Carry yards there were max was 176, low was 170, and I go from 173 to 185 on the ProV1. So, and then I would say the spin numbers I thought were interesting too. Just let's look at these. Let's look at the 185 number. If you go here, spin rate with ProV1 the 185 was 5110. Mind you guys, this is an 8-iron ahead, okay? Let's go to the max distance one of the range ball, which was the 176.6 and 5980. Some more spin. Ball speed was 117 for that one. Ball speed was 119 for the ProV1 on my longest one. Let's see, height of 112 for that ProV1. We'll go to a 101, so less height and more spin on that one, on the range ball. Launch angle of 20.9 on the hard range ball, and on this one, my launch angle is 22.2. Hang time is 6.47 for the ProV1 on the long one, and 6.21. Dynamic loft was 25.7 on the range ball, and 26.4. So, I thought I would have a little more spin with the ProV1. Now, I don't spin it a ton. Now, when I'm inside, I think I spin it less. I did do these inside off the mat because I think, going down on them, going into the mat, isn't real refreshing of a feeling as it is taking out turf. It almost feels like you get stuck, especially in the mat I have now. It's real thick. I mean, it's great, but it's, you almost feel like you get stuck in it. So I think that's part of it when my spin isn't up, and I probably maximize spin on the range ball. So what does it prove to me? I need to hit the ball better. Obviously, number one, I'm not consistent, and but look how much longer I feel like it is. I mean, you're talking 10 yards longer. I hit that one. That's a lot for an 8 iron, and that's just carry distance. We're talking three. Basically 4 out of the 5 went longer. So, yeah. So my big takeaway is surprised I didn't get more with ProV1, but I guess not really with being inside. Hard range ball did better than I thought. It was way more consistent than I thought. The numbers were actually pretty good. So, but what this doesn't calculate, which I tell everybody, the Titleist balls, like the ProV, any premium Titleist ball, you really get your payoff when you get close. Now they're great, they're long, but there's other balls that are long too, right? So from within 60 yards or when you're chipping them, just the feel that they have and the way you're able to spin them when you get up close, that's what you pay the money for. So when you go buy a Kirkland ball or you go buy the Vice ball, they're not the same around the green. And you can watch all the testing of the guys doing it from distance like this or a driver. Yeah, they're going to be just as long probably because everybody's reached the maxes that they can go to, but they're not going to react the same around the green. And if they did, they'd be playing them out on the tour, but they don't react like the Titleist balls do around the green, which are, the best. So, guys, I don't know if you have any other input on this. Go ahead and leave me some feedback. I'm going to keep doing some of these, and hopefully, I'll get my swing more squared away so I don't have these hooks on it. But at least the numbers were all similar with this stuff as far as the speed that I had. So, felt like it's a pretty legitimate test. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Talk to you soon. EJS Golf, EJSGolf.com.